Hi, welcome back to my cup of TV with Jenny.
JD.
So, Taemin, that naughty, naughty boy is back. With a song called Sexy in the Air.
Well, he's sexy everywhere.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to rhyme, but...
Like Dr. Seuss over there. Oh my god, that also rhymes. Yeah, I feel like this is the effect, also known as Taemin entering the room.
Yeah, the Taemin effect. Yeah.
It's scientifically known as Sexy in the Air.
I mean, is he going to be an aeroplane? Because, you know, he just travels.
Oh my god, it's like toxic Taemin version. So we went and saw the Shiny movie. And that was an emotional roller coaster. So there was singing and
it would be.
There was dancing in our seats.
So good.
And there were tears, many tears. We went straight to the toilets after to check our faces because I thought, oh my god, I cried so much. Yeah. But it was amazing to see old performances and some behind the scenes stuff, and them talking about it now was also so sweet.
Yeah. Oh. Literally watching it, like, I was really grateful for the footage and to watch those concert performances, but I was literally watching it being like, I want to go back in time and go to a Shiny concert.
Yeah, there was the heartbreak of why don't we get Shiny concerts?
Yeah.
Actually, I believe as soon as it finished, I turned to you and said, if it don't happen, we're going to have to fly. We're going
travel.
somewhere.
We will travel.
I believe I said Tokyo Dome. I want to go Tokyo Dome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So Sexy in the Air. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be really sweet.
Yeah. I've got in my head Taemin doing some sort of, you know, the ribbon, Cirque du Soleil, aerobics. What do they call it with the...
Like the ribbon dance.
Yeah, but you hang in it and you twirl in it and you, like, the body goes around your body.
Oh, he'd be so good.
He'd be so good at that, right? Yeah. So, I can't remember if it's Taemin, but I think he has done a performance where he was performing and there were people doing that either side of him. I can't remember if it was Taemin or someone else.
You say that, I can picture it, and in my head I'm hearing Rise.
Yes, it might be that, or Black Rose. One of those, I think. But I want to see him do it because I reckon he'd be really good at it.
Now
I bet you he's just one of the bastards that's that natural ability.
I see him do flying yoga now as well.
Yeah, that sort of stuff, yeah. I bet he's so graceful. He'd be like, oh, I've never done this before, and just do it straight away. Like, oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay. So please remember to like, comment and subscribe. In the comments, for you, when is Taemin at his sexiest? Because it's not always as simple as when they're performing. Sometimes there's something they do, something really simple.
Yeah. I really love the MV for Move. You know, it was in the rain with that blue wash over it. And because
slow motion.
It's so sensual. And the entire thing about what the song is about is just so... It's so sexy, but it's sensual. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's not like raunchy sexy shoved in your face.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not always as simple as
the
sexiest is when they're being outwardly sexual.
Yeah. And again, it's like what we were talking about earlier, actually, I think, on another video off screen, was his, I think, maybe core go-to style of dance would be more like modern dance, interpretive dance. I think Move taps into that and those lines that he has. And so he's just really gorgeous.
Criminal. The eye patch.
Yep.
But then I haven't seen a lot of his offstage stuff, and what I have seen, he's a little bit weird, and I like it.
He's just weird and sweet,
and I mean weird in a good way, like
quirky,
and I like it.
Yeah,
he's the kind of person you feel like you'd be sitting in a room and he'd say something so random, and you'd be like, I don't know where that came from or how we got here, but I'm down.
Yeah.
Right in the brain?
I was going to say it looks like a spinal cord or something.
Yeah. He's naked.
Oh, that necklace.
like these outfits. Ooh, sound is dirty.
He's so cool. Like, not everyone could pull that off,
No.
you know?
Oh.
It's wet.
It's wet.
Ooh! Damn.
Ooh. That cocky swag.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Oh. That went by really fast.
I mean, Freud's theory of relativity. You know, if you're enjoying something,
Yeah.
2 hours can feel like 2 minutes, and if you're not enjoying something, then 2 minutes can feel like 2 hours. And that went very, very quick because I feel like we're both very much
Yeah.
enjoying that.
Wow. Where to start? The song? I think sometimes because of how much focus is on Taemin's dance and what an amazing dancer he is, sometimes, I mean, it may just be me that's guilty of this, I overlook his vocals. Like,
he's a fantastic
wow.
singer. There wasn't... I'd need to have another listen, but I don't think there was any big notes in there, but there was a lot of playfulness with notes and what I would like, because you sort of bouncing, going, you know, like, so...
Some parts were quite high.
Yeah.
But some parts were quite breathy.
Yeah. And it was very playful. He was playing with the vocals all the way through.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. Yeah, it's really good. I really liked the mix of who he was dancing with.
Oh, I thought we were still talking about the song.
Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, there were parts of it, and I would assume this is deliberate because nothing's by accident with Taemin, where some of the higher sounds he was making, where it's just like O's and stuff like that, could be suggestive.
They were very seductive sounds.
No, they could have been played over a scene, and you would have believed it.
That is a fantastic sexy scene soundtrack song. Yeah.
Yeah, some of the O's were very like, okay. I believe those sounds happen with Taemin around.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Well, it's interesting you say that, because I was thinking throughout, so where I said I liked who he was dancing with, and there was a collective, very diverse mix of men and women, and the sets and the play with the elements like water, and if you think, so the water was all spraying, you know, all dripping and whatnot, but then there was the scene where they had a screen at the back and they had, what's that stuff called, it's like when you're doing metal work and it sparks.
Oh yeah.
You know, all the sparks, the welding sparks. They were. Yeah. There was lots of elements just exploding.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is all very sexually charged without being in your face. Again, he's really good at doing that. He can do it if he wants to, like we know he can. But there again, it's the sensuality and the suggestiveness of it.
And when he was in, it was like a long sleeve, almost had like a glittery type look within the fabric, and it was like a very blue background, and there was smoke. There was just a hint of smoke, and he was looking through the smoke. And throughout the MV, I thought there's all these dancers that I'm sure are doing a great job, but it's like you walk into a room like love at first sight. You see him and you only see him.
Yeah,
you know, it's a room full of people,
he's
but
very good at holding your
only
attention.
See him.
Yeah. Literally, like the beginning of the song, and he's there in a black and white set, nothing else, just him in that fucking denim outfit with no shirt on, and he just, and yet you're like, oh my god, I'm captured, I can't move.
But I suppose that's the point of what he's saying as well about sexy in the air, almost like when you connect with someone and you know what's going to happen, you know where this is going.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if anybody has ever said, but you can like, people say you can, like, sex is in the air.
You can smell it.
It's like it's the pheromones. It's like, oh my god, someone's going to be getting it on tonight. It is on. Someone's feeling something, and it's filling up the room. And that's what I mean. Everything he was doing was freeing and feeling and building of that. It's so sensual.
There are times where you meet someone, or you can just be in a group and see two other people meet, and you just, there's a connection, an instant connection. You just know.
You can see it. Yeah. So some of and I think everything that they were doing from the set and everything was from the very raw, minimal, and then building. It was fantastic. But then, of course, the choreo and some of the movements they were all doing, and again, that's why I think it was very much a conscious choice of having men and women and everyone in that dance group, and they're all wet and they're all moving and throbbing together, pulsing. Literally, you're like, damn, this is sexy. But no one was showing that much skin. It was, do you know what I mean? It wasn't anything.
It's one of those where we may have just got pregnant and not known. We don't even know yet.
Yep. Yep. It has that ability. But yeah, it's very interesting. I think we spoke about before was move. It was like not showing anything, but in the water and the movement and everything. But this is a slightly different flavour, different tone, but very similar in the sense of that it's playing with the elements and all the movements and the sensuality. So hot and sexy, and yet there wasn't actually that much skin on display.
Taemin does that so well, doesn't he? I would also say, interesting play on words and sounds with the term sexy in the air. Because he was saying...
It sounded like sex is in the air. Sex is in the air, yes. And that could be, I don't know, could be wrong, but that could be because I don't know if the Korean music charts would allow him to just have a song that just said sex is in the air. I don't know. But you know, obviously what we've seen, what we've learnt so far is they can be quite conservative and careful of blurring things, even a cigarette on TV screen. So maybe that was the way he could get it through, was that slight play on words. I'm just guessing. I don't think that putting out a song literally called Sex in the Air for a South Korean market, Western market, of course, but for South Korean, I don't think he would have got it out. So it could have, or they may not have been able to say it on the, can you imagine the DJs on the radio trying to introduce it, makes it sexy versus sex, has a sensuality and a classiness to it, so it's just, but you're right, the way he's pronouncing it.
Times in this, and I think we've spoken before, I'm sure we've done it on a video, but we've done it, I know, a lot off camera, where we talk about how Taemin can be very gender fluid in the way he, you know, presents, you know, in videos and stuff. He'll play around with things. Yeah. And there were times in this where I thought, that feels quite, what I would term as more masculine than I've sometimes seen from Taemin.
Yeah.
Like the bit where he was in that long sleeve top and he had the dancers behind him and he was just had his arms kind of that and he was just on his shoulders, and I said it's like cocky.
Yeah.
That presented as quite a masculine energy there. And I think the outfit with the white t-shirt.
Yeah.
Oh God, that might. I know I talk about how much I love like Taemin's chest and everything, but that white t-shirt. Oh my God.
Like when it
that was
wet.
My favourite. Even before it got wet. Once it was wet, it was even more.
Yeah, because his movements. Wow. Yeah. And there were some raunchy movements in that choreo. Like you were saying, some of the sounds were suggestive. I think some of those movements were suggestive.
I tell you what else I love about that moment where I said he looked like cocky and it's quite masculine, is when you zoom out, he was also, it looked like he was wearing a skirt as well.
In the grey or with the white t-shirt.
No, in the grey.
In the grey, yeah. He had like a skirt thing.
So I also think that is a statement as well.
It is.
Being like, look how masculine and cocky I look. In a skirt.
You can pull it off, yeah. But it's interesting, isn't it? Because when you pull apart, with gender being a social construct of what someone should or should not dress like or whatever, when you pull it apart and you're like, actually, skirt, I wouldn't even call that a skirt, it was fabric around his waist, and then it was like, just because it was one open bit, you know what I mean? So you can really, really pull it away and actually unravel what people think an idea of something is supposed to be, who's supposed to wear it.
I think Taemin often shows us that the whole masculine feminine thing, it's an energy, really not necessarily what you're wearing.
Absolutely. Because that's it. And I think that people that are more easily open-minded or already open-minded get that, but for people that maybe need to go on that journey of being it deconstructed for them, and then them looking at it a different way and going, oh my God, actually, it's like he does it in a very good way, you know, that he can take people along and sort of re-educate in a way.
I think Taemin just goes with whatever the feel is for what he's trying to tell us.
Yeah, for sure. And he's true to himself, and that's it. Yeah, it's just genius what they can do.
He is always very clever.
Yeah. And I really enjoyed it. Yeah, the different sets and whatnot. I felt like it didn't change too much. You know, sometimes we get too much changing and you don't get a good look at people. I felt like we got a good look at him. But there were a few change of scenes in there, and it was cool.
I would be interested to watch it again with the idea of focusing on where he has switched the scene along with the lyrics. You know, as to whether there's a connection as to why we've gone to this. Because like the bit where he was in all black with the cap, there was only a short bit of that.
Yeah.
So why that and why then? Do you know what I mean? There might be a reason as to something he's saying in that part.
For the bridge, yeah. Yeah, interesting.
And again, the dance break at the end.
Yeah, and like the switch of the beat as well. Yeah.
Maybe he was taking us on a journey of things building up and then maybe slowing it down and then maybe build it back up again for a grand finale.
You mean like edging?
Oh, yes. I was trying to put it in a nicer term.
Sorry. Yes.
Of, you know, and then the grand finale being the dance break.
That in the back of that wielding sparks, that was like some champagne confetti.
There you go. So
a lovely celebration.
He knows what he's doing. And I was thinking this during when he was in that white t-shirt and he was doing some choreo. Whoever gets to be with Taemin is such a lucky person. Yeah, literally. I really liked him in with the white t-shirt, the chunky shorts and the boots. So that was really funky. I liked that. But yeah. Lucky person. Yeah. Okay. Or persons. Maybe he's progressive like myself.
Or I could be reincarnated as one of his cats, and then he literally holds me so close and he's like, I love you, you're my baby. And I'll be like, I know. Can you imagine?
Well,
being his cat, he'd just be like, I love
yes,
you.
But if I was to be reincarnated as one of Key's dogs, I would have an entire wardrobe.
Yeah, that's true. God.
Yeah. Okay. So that was our reaction to Taemin, Sexy in the Air. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.